back, everybody. Today I'm here at Concrete Waves on phase 2 of the park, looking to do a little bit more street skating. Now the trick I've got in mind today is a board slide on this little curby ledge thing. And I've spent about 20 minutes on this so far. To start with, I just couldn't even keep my feet on the board. I was just coming up and just jumping off. And then eventually I managed to get up there, and it's just been little increments. The first time I got up there with both feet on, it slipped out, and that was pretty exciting. The whole thing is just a fear of the unknown. So I'm just nibbling away and battling it through. And so far I've got about a 2-foot board slide, and I'm just struggling with getting off. So the thing I'm really struggling with is just bringing that front shoulder through to rock and roll, pivot off of the end. I think the board slides I usually do on transition, I come out to fakie, and I'm just not used to that motion of getting that shoulder through. So I'm going to keep on trying to get a few, and I'm going to talk you through what's going through my mind as I do it and some of the tweaks that I'm making to try and get this a little bit more proper. Okay, the slide on that one felt quite good. Just throwing my body weight up on the top, keeping my feet on the board. And then as I'm going along, I think I'm sliding at the same angle as I'm going in, so I'm not really scissoring round. And as I come off, I'm coming off at the same angle as well. I'm going to keep going for a longer slide. On this side, there's a drain, and there's also a seam where the concrete's joined. And at the present, I'm getting on about 2 feet after that. So I'm going to try and get on this side of the drain cover and see if I can slide along. The problem with that is that I find that it either goes like the clappers or I stop and go off the front. So I need to try and balance it out. Whoa, that felt okay, just coming up this side of the seam. So that would be a nice little 5-foot slide if I can get it. So today we've got a nice little crew of skaters on the street course. Everybody's pushing their limits. The sun is out, so what is there not to like? Oh, that's the off the front I was talking about. I think that's just when the rails are not both straight on. So if one rail is like that, I'll slip out, and if one rail is like that, I'll just grip and go off the front. I'm going for the street skaters no pad approach, but I've got a security pad just on this elbow because I'm sort of feeling like I might slip out. But of course, the only elbow I've hit so far is the unpadded elbow. I haven't got any knee pads on just because my knee's quite injured at the moment and it's really uncomfortable to have a pad on the knee. But at the same end as well, I don't want that restriction trying to get in and out. I'm not going to be knee sliding, so no point. Again, that just felt like I was scissoring my hips off the end and the shoulder was open. That's Stu just shouting to fakie on the exit. That's one exit I haven't tried yet, the fakie exit. And that's the exit I usually do when I'm board sliding transition to come out fakie. So you would think that feels more comfortable, but nothing feels comfortable when there's flat involved, because I just don't do any flat skating. Right, a little bit more knee bend, I think. See, I'm just, oh. I think as soon as I start getting that better exit, I'll go for a longer slide. Right, I'm going to go this side of the drain cover now. Oh, I have to be careful with that one. Okay, business will resume. I just bent my toe on that last one. Pretty uncomfortable. So this side of the drain, longer board slide, trying to go over the front. That one felt a little bit more controlled. The slide was so slow. And then at the end, I half got my shoulder through, I think. That's given me a bit more confidence to try a longer slide. Obviously the goal here is to get on right at the start, do the whole thing, but this is still hour 1 of learning to board slide on a curby ledge. So to be realistic. Okay, that's feeling pretty nice. Again, a slow slide and half a shoulder off the end. So constantly nibbling away, trying to improve, making little tweaks, getting more comfortable with getting on before the drain. So in theory, if I'm comfy on the slide, it shouldn't matter where I get on, because it'll either just come to a halt and I'll just be able to step off. But I know the reality is the mind will try and do something different, because I'm trying to do something different. I'm going to get on a good couple of feet before the drain, see what happens. I think that's the longest one I've had. I'm going to keep lengthening it now. Oh, that was close. I reckon the rails are definitely helping. There's a bit of wax on that bad boy as well. I find it's more the technique, even with the wax and the rails, you can still stick and fly over the front, or go too fast and come off the back. I have to say, this is enormous fun. And I've had a couple of little landings that were uncomfortable, but touch wood, it's not quite the same as going flying in the pool. Oh, just came off the back there. Right, that was a nice one. I can't see any reason why I shouldn't go for the old enchilada now. There's not going to be any difference, I don't think. I'm getting on way before the drain. To start with, I was getting on in this little nook, and I found that quite comforting, because it's sort of like a little, almost a flat onto it. But now this is pure up on the top regardless, so I'm going to gun it. I'm going to bend my knees and hold on. Oh, oh. Caught my front wheels. Right, and that one I just went too far onto the top, so I need to just bring it back a touch, so I'm not going too far. I think I'm just scared of falling backwards, maybe. I'm going too far over the top. Oh, that's the falling forwards that I don't like. Oh. Now currently my knee that's injured is the front knee, and I was falling on the back knee, which I don't mind. I don't fancy falling on the front knee. I know the comment section will be full of you should be wearing pads, but just fine for the street stuff. It's too restrictive. Bending the knees, acting quickly, and also I won't be knee sliding. Maybe the odd bang, but I can deal with it. Here we go. That was just too slow. Right, just want to go nice and long, keep my knees bent, come off the end with the shoulder going through. Okay, it's the longest one so far. The slide was a bit slow. Coming off the end, the pivot was okay. I'm finding that it's almost like a little kick turn. If I can get the back wheels down first, the momentum will take me round as opposed to a sort of mid-air scissor. But again, I really want my shoulder to come through. It's just experience of knowing what that shoulder looks like. Right, I'm going to try and go for pretty much the whole thing now. Oh, started to come round to the fakie. I think eventually I'd like to come down and take all that speed onto it, but that's just so scary at the moment. I know speed is my friend, but speed is also velocity, which causes a bit of impact. So I think the thing I love about skateboarding is progression. Anytime I feel I'm progressing, I get a real stoke on. It gets me really excited. So even though this is not setting any records in terms of skateboarding antics, because I've never done it before, it really fills me with joy. I think I'm getting on, it feels like I'm getting on a couple of feet from the end, but probably by the reality, by the time I've swizzled, it's It's probably a lot later. Might be time to start experimenting with that line. I think this is my dream line in, because it means I can do it as part of this park as opposed to just starting over there. It's taken a while to build up to this, but finding it pretty scary. I think this is definitely the route in to get the full lot. So I've got more momentum going that way, but it is scarier. Even though that was technically it, oh my goodness me, clinging on for dear life. I can claim that one as a reasonable full length. The style felt a bit wobbly, but I'm going to take it. That's a solid 90 minutes work on the board slide on the curby ledge thing, and that is a lot of fun. It feels so nice when I'm in it, and then I still want to work on coming out. I'm going to keep on trying to get that smoother, and I also want to tickle with the idea of coming out fakey, also rocking over the top, and maybe even doing one and rocking back in over the top. The options are endless now. I've got a feel for the slide. I think the things that helped me make a few was coming in, try and be along with the rail as much as possible, even though it's scary. A little scissor of the front knee up, a little snap just to slap you on top. And then when I'm on top, just trying to keep everything straight. The more knee bend, the better. And then coming off the end, it was a case of just trying to do a little rock and rolly kick turn, trying to get that front shoulder through. It's just the hardest thing for me. I'm just used to doing the board slide to fakey, not moving my shoulders. So I need to keep working on that. So if you're new to the channel, feel free to hit subscribe. I make new videos every week. You can also follow me on Instagram @JohnBishopSkate. As a reminder, I'm John Bishop, and I'm a middle-aged guy learning how to street skate.